Hi everyone, welcome back to the astrology forecast and the cards for your sign for the month ahead. This is for December 2024, of course. Can't believe it's the end of 2024, but I'm glad to, because it's been really a mixed, very intense year this year. If you feel like commenting below, let me know how your 2024 year has been. I feel like for me it's been kind of a bit highs and lows, but also kind of on the edge of your seat a lot of the time, like just a lot of intensity. But it hasn't been a really bad year, but it's just been like work-wise for me, mostly this year has been really good. But it's started to get a little bit quieter now, which is unusual. Usually it goes the reverse where it gets busier. But I mean, that might just be this week. But anyway, overall, let me know what your year's been like. I really am shocked that it's really felt like it's come around so quickly, the end of the year. Christmas is always almost upon us. Wow, so let's look at the month ahead anyway. And straight off I can see this is an unusual month because we have 2 new moons in a month. Now, that's pretty rare. I think it happens only once every 20, I think it's like once every 29 months. You get 2 new moons in a month. We are having that this month, and it's called a black moon, as opposed to when you have 2 full moons, that's a blue moon. 2 new moons is a black moon. So we'll talk about that. Gonna go through all the astrology, and then the timestamps will be below. Just a few quick things if you'd like to book a reading. The readings link is below, readingswithsusan.net. If you're interested in a 2025 reading, I have done a few of these already for a few people. I've still got a few more that have already been booked that I'm working on. You can book one up until probably you could book it anytime actually through December, but I'm not going to do a ton of them. It's kind of limited, so if I get lots of bookings I'm going to have to halt the bookings. But you can book one, and I will be having probably a full week off over the Christmas periods, probably maybe 7 to 8 days if I'm lucky. In that time you can still book with me, but you have to factor in that 1 week that I desperately need off from doing readings all year, pretty much without a break. So that's that. Please join me on Patreon, where I add extra content. The link is also below, and I do the new moons and the full moons every month in detail, so what to expect, more than what you get here. You get some detail here, but I go in more depth, and usually I do for each sign as well, what to expect. I also do pick a card readings, and I do other stuff on there, like you can learn tarot and psychic development with me on tier 4. Have a look anyway at my Patreon. There's lots of things. You can even unlock individual posts if you just want to like watch one video. You can unlock it for like $4 or $5, that kind of thing. Anyway, let's get into this one, guys. So the first new moon that we have is on December 1st, and that is at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. I actually really like this new moon. The reason I like it is because, first of all, it's Sagittarius season, and the new moon in Sag gives that double dose with the sun in Sag, new moon in Sag, of optimism. And really I feel like we need that this time of year. And this is a good time to work on your intentions for future goals. Think of Sagittarius, it's the archer with the arrow aiming at a particular goal. So it is very good to use, especially the new moon is all about setting intentions. In Sagittarius, it has even more power to it, to write down your ideals for the future, the things that you want to manifest, especially anything around fun, adventure, travel, expansiveness, growth, where you want to break out of stagnation, where you want to break free in your life. Think freedom, optimism, fun, adventure. That's the kind of focus, and it's really a good energy to, like I said, write down a list of things that you want to bring into your life in the future. It is a time where you might experience some kind of a new beginning with the new moon. If you know your chart, look at where you've got 9 degrees of Sagittarius to see what house it's in, like what that new moon could be doing for you. But it's a good optimistic energy overall. I like that one. Next, after that, on from December 1st, I think it's December 1st. I have to double check that actually. Mercury goes retrograde, so that's what I've written down anyway. And it goes direct. Sorry, Mercury has already been it's already been retrograde. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. It goes direct on the 16th. So from the 1st of December to the 16th, Well, from the 1st to the 15th, it's retrograde still, and then on the 16th, it goes direct. That's what I meant to say. Excuse me. Okay, so with Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, we may find it's hard to put our thoughts together, hence me just then. But we also can feel like we've got a lot of internal processing on our beliefs, our outlook, our perspective on life, our faith, our spirituality, you know, all the bigger picture things. You know, if you're someone who is thinking about travel overseas or relocation, this can be a time when you're deep in thought about those things, or trying to work on something about your future with regards to those things. But with Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, we can find in some way with communication, maybe you're too quick. In one way, it could be extremes. It could be you're too quick to respond to things, or things that you delayed responding on that you should have put things right with. You may feel the need to do that around this time with the retrograde, or even just after Mercury goes direct. Okay. Moving on from that, December 7th, a really interesting transit happens because Venus goes into Aquarius. So Venus in Aquarius is more of a detached Venus. She's kind of not too fussed about relationships and so much. She's more into like friendship connections. There's a bit of a avoidant sort of energy with Venus in Aquarius, but more connected with social groups and friends. So with that energy, we may be more focused on our friendships with Venus in Aquarius for the next few weeks from December 7th. More focused on, you know, what's best for kind of groups or the community or things of that nature. But it can also be where you personally just feel a little bit less attached in your relationships. You might feel like just doing your own thing, or you might feel like you just want to focus on your personal interests more. And then on that same day when Venus goes into Aquarius, she actually receives a conjunction from Pluto in Aquarius. That's a very intense energy. For some people, if you've got anything around 0 degrees of Aquarius, this could be a really strong energy for you in love. But it could also be, depending how this factors in your chart, but just in the collective, this can be like very intense energy in the collective where there's a lot of extreme energy going on between people and interactions with people and socially. So maybe people are feeling a bit more on edge. There could be some tension in the air collectively in society around December 7th. It wouldn't be the best time to be out in a crowd with Venus at 0 degrees of Aquarius conjunct Pluto, or at a big event where there's lots of people. I personally wouldn't, but that's just my feeling as an astrologer based on that, because Pluto conjunct Venus is a very intense, extreme energy. And, you know, Aquarius is group connections and crowds of people. So I would say, yeah, trust your intuition around December 7th for sure, around anything to do with being involved with crowds or groups. December 7th also have Mars retrograde in Leo at 6 degrees, goes retrograde, and this will continue on into 2025 for a number of months, actually into 2025. So with Mars retrograde, we really can feel that we're being held back, because Mars is that action energy, just wants to move forward and take action and get things done. But with Mars retrograde, it's like we're having to reevaluate things before being able to just go forward and take the action that we want to take. So we might be overthinking things before taking action. We might not be feeling as confident. This would affect people with, you know, any strong Leo placements, any strong Mars placements, strong Aries placements as well, or, you know, Mars in Aries or Leo. And also look at your chart where Mars is if you know your chart. But yeah, we could feel a bit held back during this time. And usually with the retrogrades, it's a time to go over things, reevaluate things. So depending on the part of your chart that it's moving retrograde. December 8th, Neptune goes direct at 27 degrees of Pisces. So with Neptune direct, that's a good thing. You know, when Neptune's retrograde, we can sort of feel like we've lost touch with that need that we have to just reflect and muse and have space to just kind of breathe and connect with our more spiritual side. We may feel like everything's just you know, really focused on the mundane, and we sort of feel disconnected from our spirituality. But with Neptune going direct, we should start to feel more connected with our intuition, our spiritual life, a bit more in a natural flow. So that's from December 8th. Then on December 15th, we have a full moon at 23 degrees of Gemini, which is conjunct Jupiter in Gemini and square Neptune in Pisces. So that full moon could be a bit intense with conjunct Jupiter. It's definitely a chatty full moon. So this is a time when people, you know, in relationships could really express more of feelings or thoughts about things to each other if they've held back before. But with square to Neptune, you may be wondering, you know, whether what someone's saying to you is really the truth. You may feel it's hard to absorb or accept the words that someone is telling you at this time because of some element of confusion with that square to Neptune. Some people may be struggling with the clarity of their emotions at this time. You may be having so many thoughts and feelings that you just can't separate them out clearly, or you're just struggling for clarity. So that could be problematic at this time. It could be emotional for some people, especially Gemini people, that December 15th full moon, because that conjunction to Jupiter in Gemini is just going to feel like a lot. It could help to journal or write your emotions down, or talk to a good friend that you trust, because you might just want to vent and get a lot of thoughts out. Probably avoid like mentally dumping all your repressed thoughts on an unsuspecting friend, because I don't know if they'll appreciate it at this time. But, you know, at the same time, if there's someone you trust and you feel like you can talk to them, it could be helpful. But also, you know, you can journal or do like audio logs for yourself and just like record your own. Sometimes it's helpful, just get on your own phone, hit record, vent to your phone, say all the things you want to say, you know, on an audio clip, and then play it back to yourself. It's good therapy. And this could be a perfect time to do that if you've got things going on, issues that you feel like you can't really talk to anyone about. But yeah, so it's definitely something of information coming out, but some people may not know what to believe because of the square to Neptune around the 15th of December. So that's an interesting one for sure. Could be also mental overload and just overstimulation of the mind. So around that full moon on December 15th, it's probably a good idea to get off social media or limit social media, just have a mental break. December 21st, the sun enters Capricorn, so we're going to Capricorn season. Happy birthday to the Capricorn people. And then the second new moon of the month occurs on December 30th at 9 degrees of Capricorn. So that's another new beginning energy in a practical earth sign, which is all about our personal goals, our resources, our money, our banking, you know, how we manage our material resources that we use and utilize for practical things in our daily life. With that new moon, it is a good time to focus on your ambitions, your goals related to money, practicalities, and work, career, things of that nature, for that December 30th new moon, which is interesting because that's right before New Year's Eve. So, you know, that is also a good time to write down your intentions and write down, again, what you want to manifest in a more serious manner. I say serious because Capricorn is a serious sign. All right, I'm going to do the cards next. I just have to drink some water. All right, let's see what's coming up. And the timestamps are below for your signs element. So I'm actually going to start with the water signs. I'm going to do a bunch of different cards. All right, water signs. Let's do some tarot cards first for you guys. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What are the energies for you in the month of December? December for the water signs. Something back here. Which one is it? This one. Okay. And I'm just going to use this little deck. This is the Wild Child Oracle cards. Just felt like getting those because it's mostly Sagittarius season for most of December. Wild Child makes me think Sagittarius for sure. Water signs. Okay, get two. A fairy card, oracle card. Whoa, some jumping cards. And a card for relationships. I'm going to add that into this reading. For the water signs, relationships. There's two cards there. Okay, let's see what we've got. I'll do the dice in a second. So the tarot cards, you have the Five of Pentacles for water signs, the Strength card, which is Leo, and the Knight of Wands, which is fire energy here. So, okay, so this is not the easiest of energy, water signs. So it is showing that you are going through something in December that feels either you're dealing with an issue around rejection. So you may have wanted to apply for a new job, but you just, because this is work related, can be in one way. You may feel like it's not the right time, or there's nothing available, and you're just having to stay strong through what you're dealing with. The Knight of Wands shows you will be moving forward, though. I feel like more towards the end of December, things start to pick up energy-wise for you, and you start to feel better, water signs. So the first part, or the first half of the month, feels like this energy, which is a bit difficult. But you do, your guides are saying, look, you have the strength to manage what you're dealing with, water signs. But there's more action and activity in your life towards the, I'm getting like from the, from the time that the sun goes into Capricorn, which is around the 21st, 22nd of December, things will pick up. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, let's see what else. So you have Beehive and Reflection. Ooh. So Beehive is the energy of community and creativity as well. So connecting with people through groups comes up, or group connections, group friendships. You know, it could be a small group of friends, a larger group of friends, or people that you connect with that are like-minded souls. You may also be feeling quite sensitive with regards to the collective energies this month, water signs. So I am feeling that here, and that's why you have the Reflection card with the Swan. It's saying take time out for just you to breathe, to muse, to disconnect from everything, so that you can sense what you're feeling and, you know, not feel so overwhelmed is what I'm getting there, because those two energies for me are very opposite. The Beehive and the Stillness Reflection type energy here, they're very opposite. And when this card for me feels a bit overwhelming, it feels like things have been very frenetic for you for a while, and it's time to slow down if possible at some stage of December. Like I said, the second half of the month. You have Follow Your Dreams, which is nice. So if you've been feeling stuck, water signs, you will get a chance to pick up, the energy will pick up, and you'll be able to start to follow your dreams at some point. Wow, you have a new vitality and move, so that really relates to that energy here. So there is something at some stage of this month where the energy really shifts for you for the better, and you start to feel renewed again. You start to feel better if you've been struggling emotionally or physically, feeling drained. The energy starts to move. See that with the 7, and it says move and new vitality. So I feel like that's very good. It shows that coming out of the 5 of Pentacles of feeling dejected and not so great, to feeling this new fresh energy coming in. Let's get some astro dice for the water signs. You have Pluto, Aries, 6th house. Oh, your work situation, water signs, may be feeling really heavy and combative, quite negative here with Pluto and Aries and 6th house. 6th house is also, you know, pets, health, work, routine. All of these things could have been affected, or some issues, you know, coming up with pets, or you've had with pets, or you have going in December with pets, some issues, problems. This is like maybe there was a sickness with a pet, or maybe there was something very confronting here with Aries and Pluto. It's very confronting. It could be work related, it could be health related, you know, depending, because there's obviously these are collective messages, so lots of people are watching the different groups. So, but that's what I'm getting. I do feel a bit of sadness and heaviness for the water signs, but I do feel with these cards it's saying it's not going to last much longer. You will start to feel better really soon. Okay, so towards, like I said, around the 21st, 22nd of December, things start to pick up energy wise, and there's a bit more positive vibes around you. I'm not saying the whole month of December is hard for the water signs, but there was just showing me a distinctive energy of a shift there from the first half to the second part. Okay, let's go to the earth signs. So we're going to look at Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn next. So for the earth signs, what have we got for the month of December? Earth signs. Okay. Earth signs for December. There was something here, I felt that one. Yep. Okay. Earth signs for December. Oh, jumping card. Wow, you have Seek the Truth. Look at that. Earth signs for December. Oh, this one's trying to come out. Oh, there's 2. Okay, I'll grab those. Yep, I usually was going to get 2 anyway. 1 card for the fairies, and there it is. Okay. Oh, beauty. Okay, so you're working on self-care in the month of December. So health, exercise, wellness, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, you know, different things that make you feel, just those things that make you feel good in yourself. You know, it's about self-care and confidence, self-confidence. That's what I'm getting. So it's also a time where other people are seeing you in a really positive light. So people might be more attracted to you, or you may notice, you know, people looking at you more. You're feeling a bit more like connected to your personal energy in a good way. You're not feeling like you're trying to hide away from people. You're feeling like, yep, this is me, you know, like bold in yourself, in a positive, confident, not egotistical way, just, you know, a positive, confident. I'm getting like in a healthy way. Seek the truth is interesting. Let's see what else is connected to seek the truth. We have the Emperor, which is Aries, the Magician, which is Gemini, the Chariot, which is the Moon, sign of Cancer. So you've got 3 major arcana cards here for the earth signs, with the seek the truth as well. So this is very powerful. The Magician is, like I said, it's Gemini, which is a Mercury ruled sign. So that's about the mind focusing and observing and seeing what's what. The Emperor is taking the lead with regards to something in your life, and the Chariot is also victory and success. So it looks actually quite positive for the earth signs for December, that even if you've had a rough month previously in November, this is going to be a very different, more positive energy for you. I do really like this. Let's see what the Astrology shows for the earth signs for December. We got Taurus. Yep, it's an earth sign. First house, interesting. North node. Wow. So with the North Node in the first house, it's a very strong energy of forward movement, forward momentum, and pushing forward. But not just pushing forward. Taurus is about, you know, you've already done the work. You've already laid the foundation. You've been working hard for a long time. And this is saying something is going to be moving forward for you in the month of December. That's really cool. So stillness came up for the first group that I did, which was, who did I do the first group? Was, oh my gosh, the water signs. Okay, they got that as well. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer got the reflection card. You have the spider with weave and the swan with reflection. Wow, these are very like combination of taking time out for yourself to relax more so that you can get new creative ideas. The spider always represents creativity. That's how I'm perceiving it right now. There's other meanings of the spider, but think about how the spider weaves its complicated web. It's also very patient, you know, waiting for its prey to fall into the web. So it's a bit of a scorpionic kind of energy as well, I feel. But patience required at certain times this month when you deal with your own need to slow down. That's what I'm getting. And there will be other times of this month where things are happening really quickly. Things that you've already set in motion previously are happening really quickly with the Taurus and the North Node first house. So there could be a special message for some Tauruses here that there is something key happening this month, because the North Node is a very powerful point in astrology. The Moon's node shows a destiny point, a destined focus, a destined energy pull forward, and especially with the first house, it's a very similar kind of vibe here. So it shows you will be moving forward this month, the earth sign, especially Taurus. So that's a really good sign. I feel like seek the truth is to do with something to do with communication. It could be connected to the Magician here. So if somebody, you hear from somebody that you know, or somebody comes towards you with some kind of very specific information, I think you'll be really instinctively wanting to get to the bottom of the truth of what that information is. You won't just take it on face value, is what I'm getting. Okay, so trust your instinct. All right, so next we're going to do the fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the Moon, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, December. Wow, the Fool. Okay, I'll get one more. And the Four of Swords, another rest card. Interesting. All right, so let's see what else. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh, this one's trying to pop out. Choose your battles. I want to say that's going to be more for Leos with early placements in Leo, so like 0 to 5 degrees, because Pluto's opposing you guys, and that can definitely bring out clashes. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for December. Inner child. Huh. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for December. Oh wow, there's 3 here. Okay, didn't expect that. Oh, this one just keeps coming out for everybody. Reflection. Time to reflect and slow down. Flight. Oh wow, we have 2 messages here of animals with wings, birds basically. So they always represent freedom and new possibilities. And the spider came up for the earth signs, coming up now for you guys, the fire signs as well. So taking time out to reflect on what you want for your future is really what I'm getting here. And there's something liberating happening for the fire signs this month as well, which is nice. All right, let's do the Astro dice and then I'll put all this together. Fire signs December. Oh, Leo comes up. I mentioned Leo, how funny. 11th house of friends and connections. Mercury, which is communication, siblings, day-to-day life, but also neighbors and extended relatives and friends. All right, so we've got the Fool with the moon. So what I'm actually getting here is for the fire signs, there's different messages here, obviously got different people watching, but for some fire signs there's a new beginning around family, your home life, and this new start energy that's in your life that's quite powerful. That's what I'm getting here for fire signs. So there's also a new beginning that maybe, you know, for some of you have already started something new, but it's really going to another level this month. For some of you may be starting something new, like moving house, wanting to move, planning a move, making other changes relating to family, home life. You know, if you've got kids, related to children as well. It's definitely some kind of new energy around home, but also your emotions. So you may also feel like your emotions are changing, fire signs, in some way, or something that you're feeling instinctively and intuitively is prompting you to think about change, like significant change with the Fool. Okay, this is also coming to you through periods of reflection with the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is taking time out to meditate, to reflect, to process what's going on within you. You do have choose your battles here, and for fire signs this is saying, like I said, especially Leos, because you're getting the opposition from Pluto, which is very tense and can be very hectic. It can feel like, and really I'm speaking to anyone that's got 0 degrees up to 2 or 3 degrees of Leo, you'd be feeling it. I'm also feeling it now because I've got 2 degrees of Leo Mars in my chart. My Mars is 2 degrees of Leo. The last week has been absolutely hectic and unbelievable with so much going on. Mostly having to stand my ground and assert myself in situations that to do with either power struggles or just unfair situations that have been dragging on, where I've just had to say enough's enough. So yeah, I've had to deal with things like that this week in a very intense way. And even though I'm not a Leo, I've got Mars in Leo, which is significant for me because Mars is the ruler of my rising, of my chart, of my rising sign. So back to the fire signs, this is what you could be dealing with, similar to what I just explained. So you may also be feeling stressed mentally in December to an extent because of pressure on you. You know, there might be all sorts of different pressures on you. Could be pressures from friends with the 11th house here. You may get a lot of invites to different things, and you may be not sure, you know, what you have time to go to. So maybe even Christmas or New Year, people are asking you to be here and be there, and you're just like, I can only do so much, you know. Could be a bit of that as well. Inner child comes up, so there's something that could be related to the Pick Your Battles card that you're healing to do with your inner child, past childhood issues, you know, upbringing, especially with Mercury and Leo here. That can also relate to that, your memories of your childhood. There could be stuff coming up around that for you, or problems with parents that are triggering, you know, past issues and past memories. But there is definitely some kind of energy emphasizing this emotional new beginning, or a new beginning that's being triggered by your instinct and where you're being guided to next in your life. Okay, let's have a look at who's next. So the last group is the air signs. All right, so let's get the tarot cards for the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. some nice cards. One more. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm just going to take that because the other one fell on the floor. And there's too many cards. So we have the Ten of Cups is absolutely... And some of you are very happy in your situations. You're just worrying about stuff. So you've got letting go. So you just need to trust more. Some of you are letting go of people or situations from the past. And you're in a process of that. But some of you, you're just having to let go of stress and worry. That's what I'm getting. So you have Sun, Sagittarius, which is interesting because the Sun is in Sagittarius this month of December. And you had the 10th house come up, which is your personal goals, dreams and wishes for your future. Okay, interesting. So your mind is very much on the future, which, you know, that's not surprising, especially Aquarians are very much like that, always thinking ahead. And you have the fruit of knowledge. So yeah, your mind is very active. Rainbow. Oh, that's nice. So the rainbow is about, what I'm getting here with the rainbow is enjoy the moment. Enjoy where you're at, who you're with, even if it's not perfect or what you think is perfect. You know, this is your life as it's happening now, and there's a lot for you to enjoy here. Your mind is very active. Some air signs may be busy reading or like researching into things or always in that zone, even though you're going to be enjoying your holiday time by the looks of it with the 10 of Cups and the Lovers. And you're practicing just in letting go and enjoying the moment this month is what I'm seeing. It does look to be a busy month though for the air signs. So yeah, that is... Oh, there was... Did I get you a... No, I missed one card. Sorry, guys. You need to have one from the relationship deck. Okay, so we have, yeah, balance. So coming back into balance and being generous of spirit with people around you, and balancing and compromising is what I'm getting here with others, like working on that. So, you know, you may be very good at that, and maybe your person that you're with isn't that good at that, or vice versa. Or maybe you're trying to balance between your needs and what everyone else wants. That's very common at this time of year when you're dealing with family and like different needs and things like that. I do get like quite a harmonious energy here. So I do feel if you get to spend time with that one person that you're really close to, if you have someone like that in your life, it's going to be quite enjoyable when it's just the two of you together. I do feel that. So that was the reading for the month, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you'd like to book a reading, the link is below. Join me on Patreon. Would love to see you there. You can also join for free. That's an option as well. All right. Talk to you next month. Bye.